to our channel, Main Engineers. So today we are going to discuss about main formulas for the algebra functions, and then we are going to solve some tutorials. So let's start with the main formulas. So first one is g of x is equal to, we can write also g of x, and we can also write g of function x. That means this is the composite function, and if it is in the GOF form, that means first we have to deal with the fx, and then we have to deal with the g of the result of the function fx. The same fx, first we have to solve the fx, and then whatever the remaining, it will become our g of output of the fx function. So second formula is function of g is equal to x, and function of g is x, and we can also write is equal to function of gx. So here first we have to solve with the gx, and whatever the output, we will have to solve for the f of the remaining output of the gx. So it will remain, which will be becomes fx. We have to consider it as a fx. Third one, f squared x. So is equal to, we can also write f of x is equal to function of fx. So in this way we can find out the f squared of x. Same f cube, whatever it is on the value, we can write f of f. So 3f, it become f cube, and we have to find one by one. First fx, then f of the remaining output of the fx, and again remaining output of fx. So in this way we can find q of the function x. Then the next one is a step to find the inverse of the function. So first step to find the inverse of the function is, first replace fx with y. So whatever our function with what we gonna do first, we have to write y is equal to fx is equal to given function. This is just done to make the rest of the process easier. Second is replace every x with a y and replace every y with an x. So interchange the position of x and y. That will be our second step. Third step is solve the equation from step 2 for y. So once we replace x and y, interchange our position of x and y, then we have to solve the equation for y. And then we have to replace y with f inverse x. So whatever the equation of y, it will be the f inverse x. So last we will write y is equal to f inverse x is equal to whatever is the result, that will be our answer. So here comes the first question. So what is the question? Let f is to a tends to r be defined by y is equal to fx is equal to sin x. So this is the sine function, where a is equal to 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60, 90 represent the function in mapping diagram. So we have to represent this function in the mapping diagram. So what is our input? This is going to be our input, a 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, and we are going to put the value here, and we will get the output, and then we will represent that input output in mapping diagram. So let's solve this question. So here we have y is equal to fx is equal to sin x, where x belongs to, x is a member of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Then so x is equal to 0 degree, when you put the value of x 0 degree, then y is equal to fx is equal to sin 0 degree, sin 0 is equal to 0. So our input output pair set will be 0 and 0. Next, x is equal to 30 degree. So y is equal to fx is equal to sin x. So sin, in place of x there is a 30 degree. So sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, x is equal to 45 degree. This is the 45 degree. So when you put the 45 degree in sin x, you will get 1 by root 2. Similarly, for 60 degree, x is equal to 60, y is equal to fx is equal to sin 60. Sin 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Similarly, sine 90, so sine 90 is equal to 1. So let's draw this in the mapping diagram. So what, this is our input 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, and this is our output 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and 1. So set A, so our set A member will be, these all will be set A member 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. And set R member will be 0, 1 by 2, this all. So 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, this 1 by root 2, then root 3 by 2, and then 1. So 0 have a image with 0, 30 have with 1 by 2, 45 with 1 by root 2, 60 with root 3 by 2, and 90 with 1. So in this way we can solve this question. So this is our second question. So if fx is equal to sin x by 1 by cos x, find the value of f 30 degree and f of pi by 4 degree. Pi means 180, so this means 45 degree. So here this is in the form of sine function. So they give us the fx is equal to this function, and they want us to find f 30 and f pi by 4. So let's solve this question. So the function given is fx is equal to sin x by 1 plus cos x. So first we have to find f 30 degree. That means f 30 degree is equal to sin 30 divided by 1 plus cos 30. Just we have to put x value as the given. So here 30 degree, so sin 30 divided by 1 plus cos 30 is equal to sin 30 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus root 3 by 2. The value of cos 30 degree is equal to, so 1 by 2 will be 1 by 2, and this will become 2 plus root 3 by 2. So 2 will go on the top, and root 3 plus 2 will come on the down. That means 2 by 2 plus root 3. So is equal to 2 and 2 becomes cancelled. The remaining will be 1 by 2 plus root 3. So if the root 3 is in denominator side, so how are we gonna remove the root? By, it is in the form of a plus b. So how is gonna remove? We have to multiply by a minus b divided by a minus b. So we have to multiply by 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 minus root 3. So in this way we can remove this root from the denominator side. So once we multiply by 2 minus root 3 in numerator and denominator side, then our result will be 2 minus root 3 divided by a square minus b square, means 2a square minus root 3 square. That means 4 minus 3. So is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So 2 minus root 3 is the answer. So f30 is equal to 2 minus root 3. So next thing is f pi by 4, that means 45 degree. So sin 45 divided by 1 plus cos 45. We have to put the value 45 in place of x in the given function. So is equal to sin 40 is 1 by root 2 divided by 1 plus 1 by root 2. So from here, solve by yourself. So this is the assignment for you guys to solve from here. Let's go to the another question. So the third question is, let A is equal to ABC and f is to A tends to A is defined as f is equal to AC, BA, CB. So find the f inverse. So what is the f inverse? If the given function, the f inverse will be for the f inverse, it's going to be range will be domain of the f, and domain will be range of the f. So domain and range will interchange its position. So here let's solve the question. So solution, here f is equal to AC, BA, and CB. So clearly the function f is 1 to 1, and hence f inverse exists. So as we see, each member is have a output. That means each members have a distinct output. That means function is 1 to 1 function, and so f inverse exists. So F inverse is equal to the domain and range will interchange in position, so is equal to CA here, A and B will go here, B will come here and C will go here, so BC. So in this way we can solve the domain F inverse of the function. Let's go to the another question, question 4. Here let f is to r tend to r be defined by fx is equal to 2x minus 3, then find the formula that defines f inverse. So this is the given function and we have to find the f inverse. So what is the first step of to find the inverse? Just write here f is to r tends to r and x is variable, f is 1 to 1 into function, f inverse exists. This is the 1 to 1 function and that's why f inverse exists. So what is the first step? Just put y is equal to fx is equal to given function. And what is the second step? Interchange the position of this x and y. So that is, this becomes x and here this becomes y, 2y minus 3. So what is the third step? Solve the equation for y. We have to solve for this y. So what we're gonna do? 2y is equal to x, 3 will go this side, so x plus 3, and y is equal to x plus 3 by 2 will go on the divide. So hence, then we have to write this is our inverse function. Hence, inverse function y is equal to f inverse x is equal to x plus 3 by 2. So easy, just remember the step and you can find out the inverse of any given function. Let's go to the another question, question 5. Here, if f is equal to 2, 4, 6, 10, 8, 2 and g is equal to 4, 6, 10, 2 and 2, 6, then prove that the function f of g and g of f in arrow diagram and find it in ordered pair form. So let's solve the question. So for f of g, the first we are going to find the f of g. So f of g of 4 is equal to f of, first we have to solve the g4 and then it will becomes f of g4. So f of g4 is equal to, so how is going to g4? What is the output of g4? Output is 6. So f of g4 is equal to 6. So what is the output of f6? In the function, what is the output? If you give 6 input, then you will get output 10. So f of 6 is equal to 10. Again, f of g 10 is equal to f of g of 10. What is the value of g10? g10, the value is 2. So f of 2. What is the value of f2? If in the function f, if you give the input 2, you will get output 4. So f of 2 is equal to 4. Similarly, f of g2. So what is the f of g2 is equal to f of g2. What is the g2? G of 2. 2 is 6. So f of 6. And what is the f of 6? F of 6 will get 10. So is equal to 10. So these are the input 4, 10 and 2. Because we have to solve the first g and then we have to go for f. So for g, input is 4, 10 and 2 and our output becomes 10, 4, 10. Similarly, once hence we can write f of g is equal to 4, 10, 10 and 4 and this 2 and 10. So 4, 10, 10, 4, 2, 10. We can also show this in the map. So our first element will be 4, 10, 2. Another is 6, 2, 6. That means 6 and 2. And the final is 10 and 4. So when we map, 4 have a member with 6, 10 have a member with 2 and 2 is a member with 6. So 2 becomes have a mapping with 6 and then 6 have a mapping with, this 6 have a mapping with 10, this 2 has a mapping with 4 and this 6 is a mapping with 10. So here 2 is a mapping with 4 and 6 is a member with 10 already, 6 is a mapping with 10. So we can write this is the g function and this is f function. So and this becomes f of g. So again, for GOF, then we have to find GOF. We will find similarly the same process. GOF2 is equal to G of function of 2. So what is the function of 2? 4. So G4 is equal to, what is the G4? G4 is equal to 6. So is equal to 6. Similarly, GOF6 is equal to G function of 6. Function of 6 is 10. So G of 10, what is G of 10? G of 10 is 2. So G10 is equal to 2. GOF8. So what is the is equal to G function of 8? Function of 8 is 2. G2 is equal to G of 2 is equal to 6. So is equal to 6. Hence f of G is equal to 2, 6, 6 and 2 and 8 and 6. This is the 3 setup here. We can draw the map. So our first set member will be 2, 6, 8. Next set member will be 4, 10, 2. And the last set will be 6, 2, 6. That means 6 and 2. And mapping will be 2, 4, 6, 10 and 8 and 2. And again mapping will be 4, 6, 10, 2 and 2, 6. So we'll do the similarly mapping 2 with 4. That means 2 and 4. 6 is 10. That means 6 and 10. 8 and 2. This 8 and this 2. Then 4 and 6. Then 10 and 2. Then 2 with 6. So in this way we can reverse GOF function. So this becomes the GOF function. Let's go for the next question. Our next question is, so here if f is equal to r tends to r be the two functions defined by fx is equal to gx plus 7 and gx is equal to 2 into x minus 8, then find GOF of x and f of g of x and test whether GOF of x is equal to f of g is x or not. So we have to test this, and our given function is fx is equal to this and gx is equal to this. So let's solve the question. Solution will be here. Fx is equal to 3x plus 7, gx is equal to 2 into x minus 8. So now GOF is GOFx is equal to, we can write g of fx is equal to g of whatever the function of x, we have to write it here. So g of 3x plus 7. Here g of 3x plus 7. So gx is equal to this much. So we have to replace this x by 3x plus 7 in this equation to solve this equation. So here when we put the x as 3x plus 7, so it becomes 2 into 3x plus 7 minus 8. So solve this. 6x plus 14 minus 8. 6x minus 2 as 3x plus 7 minus 8 means 3x minus 1, that means 6x minus 2. So GOF of x is equal to 6x minus 2 and f of g of x is equal to f of gx. So what is the function of gx? 2x minus 8. So we have to write f 2x minus 8. Now it becomes function of f(x). So fx is equal to 3x plus 7. So in this equation we have to replace this x by 2x minus 8. So replace it. So it becomes f2x minus 16. So replace so it becomes 3x. So 3 into x. In terms of x we have to write 2x minus 16 plus 7. Let's solve it. 6x minus 48 plus 7. 6x minus 41. So f of gx is equal to 6x minus 41. GOF is equal to 6x minus 2. That means this is not. So hence GOF of x is not equal to f of g of x. So in this way we can find GOF and f of g of x. Let's go for another question. So here question 7. If f of x plus 2 is equal to x plus 3 by x plus 2, then find fx and f inverse x. So let's solve the question. Here given function is fx plus 2 is equal to x plus 3 by x plus 2. So when this becomes x, so if we just if we subtract in this term minus 2, then it becomes fx. So what we gonna do? We just subscribe 2 in whole equation. We have to replace x plus 2 by x plus 2 minus 2. So let's do it. So f x minus 2 plus 2 becomes every x is going to be replaced by x minus 2. We have to replace x as x minus 2. So x minus 2 plus 3, x minus 2 plus 2 is equal to, as x will replace at x minus 2. Fx is equal to x plus 1 divided by x. So we find the value x plus 1 by x. Now we have to find the inverse of this function. So first step for the inverse of function, let y is equal to fx is equal to x plus 1 by x. Second is, for in f inverse x, interchange the role of x and y. So x is equal to y plus 1 by y. So from here, third step is solve the value for y. So xy is equal to y plus 1, xy minus y is equal to 1, common y into x minus 1 is equal to 1, and y is equal to 1 by x minus 1. So this is the inverse of function. So f inverse x is equal to 1 by x minus 1. In this way we can find the inverse of the function. Let's go for another question, question 8. So here, if fx is equal to 3x plus 4 and gx is equal to 4x minus 13 by 2, if f of fx is equal to g inverse x, find the value of x. So let's solve the question. Here, given function are fx is equal to 3x plus 4 and gx is equal to 4x minus 13 by 2. So the condition, given condition is f of x is equal to g inverse x. So let's find this term. For the inverse of the function g inverse x, let's find this one, then we will find this. So g inverse x is equal to, for finding g inverse x, what's the first step? Y is equal to gx. So y is equal to gx is equal to 4x minus 13 by 2. Then the second step is interchange the position of x and y. Then x is equal to 4y minus 13 by 2. Then 2x is equal to, just cross multiply. So 2x is equal to 4y minus 13. Solve for the y. Then 4y is equal to 2x plus 13. And y is equal to 2x plus 13 by 4. So this will be our g inverse x is equal to 2x plus 13 by 4. Then now we know the condition f of fx is equal to g inverse x. So f of, what is the fx? F of 3x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 13 by 4. So here again we have to put f of x. So in terms of here, in terms of this x, we have to replace by 3x plus 4. So 3x plus 4 means 3 into 3x plus 4 plus 4, as we replace x as 3x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 13 by 4. So here cross multiply, not cross multiply, just solve for one term more. So 9x plus 12 plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 13 by 4. Then 9x plus 16 is equal to 2x plus 13 by 4. Then cross multiply. So 36x plus 64 is equal to 2x plus 13. Then 34x is equal to, as we subtract 36 minus 32, 36 minus 2 is equal to 34x is equal to minus 51. So x is equal to minus 51 by 34 and x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Then the next question is, let the function f is to r be defined by fx is equal to 4x minus 2 for x greater than 1 and 2x for x less or equal to 1. So if the value of x is greater than 1, then fx is equal to 4x minus 2, and if the value is less than 1 or equal to 1, the fx is equal to 2x. Then find first f2, second f0, and then fx minus f0 by h for 1 less or equal to h. So let's solve the first a, as 2 is greater than 1, that means we have to apply for this equation for x minus 2. So fx becomes 4x minus 2, and as we have to find the f2 means we have to replace x by 2. So 4 into 2 minus 2 is equal to 6. So for next b, f0, 0 is less than 1, that means we have to apply for this equation. So fx is equal to 2x, replace x by 0. So f0 is equal to 2 into 0 is equal to 0. Then c, fx minus f0 by h for 1 is less or equal to h. So for fx minus f0 by h, fx is equal to 2h because h is less or equal to, we have to use 2h. So fx is equal to 2h as 1 is less or equal to h. So fx minus f0 by h is equal to fx is equal to 2h minus f of 0 is equal to 2 into 0 divided by h is equal to 2h minus 2 0 is equal to 2h divided by h, so is equal to h. So let's solve the next question. So 10th question, our given gx is equal to root over x minus 3 and find the g inverse x where x is greater or equal to 0. So let's solve this equation. So first step for finding the inverse is y is equal to gx is equal to root over x minus 3. Next step is interchange position of x and y. So x is equal to root over y minus 3. So as there is a root, so square both sides. We will get x square is equal to y minus 3 and then solve for y. So y is equal to x square plus 3. So this will be our inverse function. So the inverse x is equal to x square plus 3. Thanks for watching. For any question or suggestion, please email us at mainengineers@engineer.com or comment on the below video.